I don't even know where to start. Today I deleted all my dating apps. I've been single for 4 years, if you haven't seen my other videos. And I'm done. For now, at least. Seems like every single time that I think I've found a decent person that I'm gonna get along with, or that I seem to click with, and then, like, even if we hang out, like, things are going well and we're getting along, something happens. Whether it's like, I don't know if it's like I say something wrong or do something wrong. I don't know what it is, but they leave. They ghost me. And this is another reason I've stayed single for 4 years and had a guard up. Because I would much rather stay single than continuously get my feelings hurt. Does it suck being alone and not having someone to love on and be loved by? Of course it does. I want someone that I can be like, yeah, that's mine. Someone that I can cuddle up with in bed and, like, love on. Someone that I can be intimate with and, like, show off to my family and get excited about. Of course I want that. But at the same time, I would much rather be alone than have my heart broken or my feelings hurt constantly, weekly, daily, whatever the fuck, by random fucking strangers trying to find this one fucking person. I'm 33 years old. It's 2025. I'm a single mother. And my daughter's dad passed away in 2023. So I don't have somebody helping me with her besides her family, which I'm so thankful and grateful for. And I'm so glad I have an amazing relationship with his family. And I have my family, of course, too, which I am also thankful and grateful for. But yeah. I had somebody today tell me, one of the guys that I was interested in getting to know, basically tell me I was too much. In more words than that, obviously. But he, last week, asked me, we were talking back and forth, and I told him I made the mistake of telling him one of my secrets when it comes to dating apps. And I told him how in my notes section, because I have an iPhone, told him how in my notes section of my phone, I had different notes for, like, commonly asked questions. Because when you get asked the same questions over and over by people, like, what do you like to do in your free time? Or what do you do for work? Or what do you look for in a partner? I don't want to have to type that out every freaking time I get asked that question. So I created a note for each of those questions. So that way, all I have to do every time I get asked that question is go to my notes section, copy my answer, and then paste it into the message. Easy peasy. Well, I told him about my life hack. And he's like, oh, really? And I said, yeah. And he said, oh, okay, well, what do you look for in a person? And I said, well, it's kind of lengthy, but it's, I feel like my answer isn't crazy. And it wasn't. It was simple things like, I want someone who's honest and loyal and genuine, funny, family-oriented, someone who will pick me up when I'm feeling down, but will also let me do the same for them. Someone who will accept my daughter and love them and love her. Things like that. There's a few other things in there, of course, too. It was like a paragraph. And, but anyway, I went to my notes section, copy and pasted it, sent it to him. He responded back and he was like, wow, that's a lot, And I said, yeah. I said, but it's pretty easy, it's simple. It's nothing crazy. Well, then today I sent him a message and I was like, hey, how's it going? I haven't talked to you, since last week. He goes, I gotta be honest with you, and sent me this long message about how that was too much. How no man can ever meet those expectations, and no man will ever meet all of those expectations, and I need to learn to compromise. And how he's not interested in me, but he thinks we could be good friends, but because of that answer, we wouldn't work out. I was so mad. I tried to hear him out, but I was mad. And he asked me why I was mad. I tried to be civil with him, but I just kept getting angrier and angrier, and then eventually I deleted him because I essentially told him, if I'm too much, then you can go find less. Because I was so confused, because I thought to myself, is this really too much to ask? And I ended up handing my phone to one of my best friends, or both of my friends at work, and I said, can you read this and tell me if this is too much? And they go, no, this is basic needs of asking someone to just be a good person, a good partner. And I said, okay, so I'm not crazy. And they're like, no. Cool. But I like to argue. It's a toxic trait of mine. So I did argue with him for a while. And he was like, well, when you learn to calm down, then you can message me back, and then we can try to be friends. And I ended up deleting him, of course, but yeah. I was like, you know what, I'm done. So I deleted all my dating apps, and here we are. It just sucks, Dating in 2025. It's awesome. Anyways, I hope somebody else out there is having the time of their fucking lives, because I sure as hell is. I'm fucking not. I'm fucking not, that's for sure.